Yes, this is some random thoughts that I've been thinking about for several months now. So basically, you could say it's kind of like a rant. I did a video a few months back about how my husband lost his ID, and it took like over a month for him to get a new one for some apparent reason. It was some big issue with it, but he finally just got his ID last Sunday. And when he didn't have his ID, it kept him from going on other shifts and earning extra money, because when you lose your ID, your shift manager had to sign you in. You just can't work. From what my understanding is, you just can't work like different shifts or whatever, unless that just apply for certain people. But okay, he got his ID, so he decided to work overtime on the weekend day. He worked his overtime. Now he been approached by his manager. Now they saying they got some policy. They go to policy word again, the P word, that if you want to work any other shift, you gotta apply for it on the computer terminal and all that blah blah bullshit. And it was never nothing written about it. It was just like told him word of mouth. So basically, he gotta wait. He just got his ID, mind you. He gotta wait a whole month before he could work overtime. Like, isn't that some bullshit? That's some bullshit. And we need the extra money. We need it. I'm just gonna keep it real. We slightly behind on rent. We keep going to these agencies. Everybody keeps saying they don't have no funding. There's no funding here, there's no funding there. Oh, well, we got funding, but it's only for this city. I'm like, what the fuck? It's like, and this is my personal opinion. I'm gonna keep it real. I don't give a damn who listen. And don't go back starting no bullshit. You know who you are. Some of them trolls that know me, or from the job or whatever. Don't go back starting no shit. I'm telling you now, because this is from my personal opinion. I believe they retaliating against him because of the complaint I put against that company. I believe this is a retaliation, because during the whole time when he lost his ID, my former manager, from what was told to me, had the opportunity to sign my husband in, and she didn't. She signed everybody else in, and she didn't sign him in. And by the time, and you got the security looking confused about it. Like, why you not signing him? You're not gonna sign him in? She's like, no. She signed everybody else in. Now, mind you, everybody else, most of them are new people. Most of them people that been there a while. She, for some reason, she don't like my husband for some personal reason. They can't tell me that's not retaliation. That's retaliation. That's discrimination. And in case y'all didn't look at my old videos or whatever like that, my former manager, she slandered my name. I handed in a resignation it was over something that happened back in March. Over some perverted motherfucking employee. He couldn't keep his hands to himself. Well, anyway, that situation was, you know, supposedly taken care of, but apparently he's supposed to be one of her favorite employees. So apparently somebody went back and lied and said that my husband said he was gonna kick his ass and threatened him. And she pulled some old bullshit. Oh, I need to see you in my office. Now, mind you, she's not his manager. She was my manager. She pulled him in her office with her and our previous manager before her. Our like previous manager, when me and my husband was working on the same area together, he was there too. From what I understand, she lied, said he wasn't, and she tried to get him upset to walk off or hit her or something like that, because she was like, you threatened my employee and you said you was gonna kick his ass and this and that, and you said you gonna kick his fucking ass on ad and lib to shit that he didn't even fucking say. My husband was like, well, who telling you? What did I say? And who told you this? Oh, I'm not allowed to say it. Okay, that was back in March. His manager finally went in. Things got heated. He you know, my husband manager diffused the situation, pulled him out, and she was like, well, you can't you want to pick up your wife, you can't come on the belt no more. You gotta wait for her in that area. You know, talking to him like a child. So it was like from March up until my resignation. Okay. And we've been treated like fucking little kids, like separated. When we get together, we do our job. We were co-workers and friends before we even was husband and wife. You feel me? We kept it professional all the time. You got all these other motherfucking people. Niggas could come in from the Rant hunting, sniffing out pussy and shit, and sniff around a female for 2 hours. They won't say shit to that nigga. But me and him married is a problem. You know, he can't be here. It's some type of aggression against my husband for some strange reason. And mind you, we never had a problem with her. Then you got my Sunday manager. So ever since that incident, we was like, all right. My husband was like, enough. You got to get out of there. And I'm not going to even get into all the bullshit we went through before that. I talked about some of that in my older videos. You could go back and you know, review those videos. But it was some shit we went through before that when we was working together on this particular manager's belt before we separated and had separate managers. Okay. Fast forward to when I handed in my resignation in August, in the middle of August. Matter of fact, I emailed it to her and my Sunday manager before I handed in the paperwork. First thing the bitch try to do is claim I load a wrong package a certain way. And his pictures, you know, nitpicking. Okay, no, I didn't load that. Then she said, oh, it's somebody else. Then it was like she was fishing for shit. Because one thing about me, I have a clean track record in that company. Clean. Never no drama, nothing. My reviews was always excellent. They knocked me down a couple of points because they claim, oh, you know, it's always this and that, and you know, a little bit of tardiness and shit like that. But other than that, I was on point when it came down doing my job. I was on motherfucking point. Period. So she started fishing and nitpicking. So the last straw was she claimed she received the email and I loaded the can a certain way, and it was messed up. And I'm like, show me this email, because I find it funny that all of a sudden you getting emails after I handed in my resignation. The first thing she asked me when I handed my resignation is, why you resigning? I said, I'm sick of the disrespect. I'm tired of seeing motherfucking people pictures on the wall. I'm tired of seeing motherfucking people names on the fucking hallway for employee of the month when I know they don't fucking threaten. They don't fucking deserve to be there. They not a fucking team player. You feel me? And they coerce other employees not to help certain employees out, causing hostile work environment. I told her I'm basically sick of working in a hostile work environment. And then on top of that, we got our foreman manager before her coming down on my belt stalking me for like an hour. Why the fuck you coming down there all the way down where I'm at, watching me for a whole hour, act like you talk to my manager when your ass should be down there on your own belt where all the fucking chaos is going on at, and they talking about your ass, about how crazy things are. He all the way down where I'm at, and this shit going on down there. They having fights and shit that's about to break out on his belt, and he all the way fuck down there trying to figure out how to get rid of me. Coercive working with this manager. So okay, I asked to check the email. She tried to start arguing with me. She tried to show me through the computer screen. Then she was trying to say, I try to question her integrity. You know what I was thinking? You don't have none. She don't got no integrity. Period. Then she went on to say, well, you and your husband are the ones creating a hostile work environment and this, that. And I'm like, excuse me? Repeat that again? And how we do it? I mean, I was fucking upset. I was heated. I ran out the hallway and was talking loud. She got nervous and shit because her MO is get you behind closed doors where nobody will see you. And then next thing you know, you terminated or you suspended. She tried to suspend me. Check this out. She tried to suspend me and I'm already resigning. I said, how you gonna suspend me when I'm already resigning? That don't make no sense. I'm already leaving your organization. So how the fuck you gonna suspend me for what? I said, and then she kept saying, if you want to, you could leave now. I don't care if you leave. You could walk off right now. She tried to get me to walk off the job. To make it seem like I just walk off. I said, no. The only time I'm going to walk off out of here, because you're not going to chase me away. I'm not wrong chick. I said, you're going to terminate me. She said, I'm not going to do that. I said, I know you're not going to do that. Y'all know why she didn't want to do that? Because they want to pay that unemployment. You feel me? So, I'm like, fire me. You either going to fire me or you going to let me work out the 2 weeks. What's the problem? It got so heated. I started sending emails down to the fucking headquarters. I sent emails from her boss all the way down to the fucking CEO of the company. It got so bad that her boss's boss had to call me in a meeting. Now, my Sunday manager was the one that told me I had a meeting with him. Cause she didn't want to deal with me and shit because she got wind of it. They must have had to talk with her, whatever like that. Okay, my Sunday manager, she acting all nervous and shit. I'm tired. On Sundays, I was trying to get off her belt. I had a little problem with her. I went through the senior manager to try to get off her belt. They claimed that I couldn't leave because she be claiming she need help. I said she don't need help. Nobody don't help anybody. It's favoritism on there. You got a certain group of people that stick together and they don't help certain people. That's just how it is. She don't need any help on her belt. They could have moved me. But anyway, we had that talk. I said, okay, I agreed to stay. But, you know, I'm like, something got to give. Because I was resigning anyway, but I ain't tell nobody. But my plan, my husband said, you got to go. I ain't tell them motherfuckers that at the time. But anyway, so my Sunday manager feels some type of way because of that, because I told the senior manager about what was going on that belt. So she came out to me and was like, oh, you got a meeting with the manager director, and I just want to say you're doing an excellent job and keep doing the good work you've been doing, trying to kiss my ass, you know what I'm saying? Because she ain't never said that shit to me. She gave me flack all the time. And she was starting, keep in mind, my former manager and my Sunday manager are friends. They talk to each other. They cool. They talk to each other. You feel me? So, my husband came on the belt to check up on me because he know how some of them people on her belt get down. A lot of them don't help me. A lot of them, every time I get help, sometimes they try to pull when the supervisor ain't looking. They try to lure my help away from me. You feel what I'm saying? Try to tell them to go somewhere else like they the fucking boss and shit. You know, I know how they get down. So sometimes my husband will come down there and check up on me just in case, you know, I might need some help. He come down there after he finished and try to, you know, help me with the heavy fucking freight, because of course they sticking me at the heaviest fucking area there because I'm that good. But shit, I'm human. I need help. You feel what I'm saying? So here she come in his face. Excuse me, you have to leave. You can't be here. Talk to my husband like that. I looked at her. I said, first of all, you don't talk to him like that, first of all. And you need to apologize to him. She was like, well, he gonna have to wait for you. I said, no. I don't like your condescending attitude. You need to calm it down. First of all, you need to apologize to him. I said, if he go, then that means you don't need no help then. Tell her, I'll send somebody to help. You ain't send nobody to help me all day. I had to fucking go get help. You didn't send nobody to me all day, and you knew I needed help. All of a sudden, my husband go over there. She was like really nasty, had this condescending attitude towards her. And by the way, my managers was non-black. Yeah. They were non-black. I'm just gonna leave it like that. But anyway, she's, you know, coming at him a certain way, and I walked off. I said, you don't need me then. Then she gonna say, well, you have to stay. I said, but you don't need nobody. I'm only here because, according to the senior manager, you claim you need people to help you. And if my husband is an employee of this company, he's my husband, but he's also my co-worker, and he's coming in to help me out. Okay? That he's providing help for you. So what's the fucking problem? Because if you send help away, that tells me you don't need no help, meaning you don't need me there. Because the reason they bet from when I went to the senior manager now, and she said I couldn't leave because she claimed she needed help. She don't have no help, enough help, crying that she don't got nobody, enough people. If my husband is providing work for you, you feel me? You know, to help you out, and you turn away, that tells me you don't need me there either. Period. So I walked the fuck off. That was my last Sunday there. Cause my final Sunday was supposed to be the following week, but we had that hurricane. That was my last Sunday there. I ain't fucking go back since. I came that Tuesday to work my very last day, like I said I was going to do, and I did, to get on her fucking nerve and to show her you don't push me anywhere. So I worked my last day. And of course, the manager didn't really, when at the meeting, he didn't really acknowledge what they did. He was like going through the complaints of the emails I sent and tried to, what you call that? He was basically on the side of the managers without acting like he was on their side, like explaining why they did or did. No, you can't explain their attitude because you wasn't even there. You can't explain that. Period. You can't explain slander when somebody's sitting there slandering you. And that's not the first time people have slandered us in that company. Even made threatening comments. And they sat there and gave that fucking person some perks and awards a year later. Yeah. I even had a woman that fucking threatened me. That bitch still walking around. She still walking the halls and everything. And she will still look like she ready to pop. You know who you are if you watching this. You know who you are. Working in DG. You know who you are. I ain't gonna call you out today, but I will later. Yeah. But she get a promotion. But we get slandered. We get backaches for fucking scanning so much, putting in so much work for this company. Aches and fucking pains. No recognition. And all you fucking do every year is give like a fucking appreciation dinner. And that shit give me constipation. Now I don't know why motherfuckers keep constantly asking me and my husband when I was there at the time, and they still ask him, you ain't gonna get no food? No, I don't want your fucking witchcraft food. That's why the people act the way they do now, eating that food. I ate it once. That shit gave me bad constipation. That's God ways of telling me don't eat their food. Because they act like they on crack when they eat it. I don't get it. Like it's the greatest food in the world. Some cheap ass pieces, some hard ass cookies and a soda. Are you fucking for real? Y'all fucking acting giddy over that shit. And that's to keep you to be receptive of the bullshit they give you so you won't resist. Maybe that's why I be fighting so hard in there, because I never ate their food. Then I filed an EEO complaint. They gave me some bullshit letter claiming that they couldn't find nothing to violate their policies. I sent them a letter back a few weeks ago, and all of a sudden this happened. Now he can't work no extra hours. I believe they retaliating against him, because he must have got that letter like last week. And now all of a sudden and then they trying to make it seem like it's a few people, because my husband did some investigation and asked around and asked everybody else, did they receive or heard of this policy? Majority of them said they didn't. And their manager didn't tell them nothing about this so-called policy. But a selected few people in his work area did. A selected few people. You get my drift? I said, see, they try to make it like it ain't chill, but they really targeting you. Yeah. Now I ain't gonna disclose the name of the company, but I don't want them talking about they gonna fucking sue me and shit like they did the other brother when he did that video about how they fired him because he tried to go to his father's funeral and the asshole manager wouldn't let him. He put a video up about it and told the name of the manager, the name of the company, everything. They talking about suing him and shit over that video. Are you fucking for real? Now you trying to keep my husband from making extra hours. You feel what I'm saying? I try to get unemployment from them, but that didn't work out so well. Because I resigned. They try to argue the fact that I left. I said, the thing about it, I did leave. And I don't like the conditions. And I'm going to talk about the conditions. I'm going to talk about it later on. I surely am. That's one thing you can't fucking shut up. I don't care how big your corporation is. You can't control my motherfucking mouth. You can't control my mind. That's something you can't motherfucking control. You feel what I'm saying? That's something you can't control. You try to control our marriage when we was there. You try to control and separate us like we was little fucking kids. Because we was the only black couple that was actually married that was there working. Y'all fucking watching us like we little specimens and shit. Because I didn't even want to tell nobody I was getting married. The only reason why it slipped, somebody saw my engagement ring for one. And then when they saw my ring, they congratulated him and didn't say shit to me. Then, ain't that a trick? They congratulated him and saying motherfucking thing to me. He was like, we kept it hush. The only reason why I slipped was because my manager was talking about somehow he got my husband had to work that Saturday. I said he can't work on that date. He was like, why not? I said, cause we getting married. That's why he can't work on that date. Then he was like, I didn't know y'all was getting married. This was like 2 weeks. I was gonna tell the motherfuckers nothing. I was like, he can't work on that date. He was supposed to be off anyway, but he gonna say he's supposed to work. I was like, he can't work on that date. He only told me because they know me and him be together a lot. That's how I slipped this. So everybody knew. We come back. Everybody was all congratulating him and shit, and then the bullshit started happening like a couple months after that. Then, you know, the manager, both me and him was working for together. He started telling me how I found out his marriage was flopping, and he was on the verge of divorce. So he started fucking with us. I was like, oh, that's why he was targeting us. But then these other motherfucking people, I noticed a pattern though. Most of the people that start shit with us, as far as the men, I've noticed their marriages failed. The ones that was basically the one that threatened to kick my husband, his marriage was flopping. My manager's marriage was flopping. The rest of the motherfuckers I don't think were married. Some of them was married, but yet they were dogs and fucking everything that sight that moved in the company. I ain't gonna point you out for right now, but yeah. You know, displaying a doggish behavior or whatnot. But bottom line is, I believe they retaliating against him. That's retaliation. I don't give a fuck what you say. They retaliating. And it's not over. And it's, you know, we just gonna be prepared. All I gotta say is, what comes around goes around. This economy is finna crash soon. And if y'all motherfuckers think it can't happen to y'all, and y'all sit there and y'all trying to control people's lives and people that trying to make a living and take care of their families and try to come to work and have a peace of mind when they at work without worrying about the bullshit that y'all pull because the bureaucracy that's going on in that company. You feel what I'm saying? Don't think the same shit can't happen to you. Because this economy is finna crash soon. You think that motherfucking CEO won't sell out? Won't sell out that region to another country and move the operation over to another country? Then all you motherfuckers gonna be out of work. And then you gonna see how I feel. You gonna see how I feel to be a couple paychecks away from losing your home. You gonna see how that shit feel. Going to the fucking food line and going to the welfare office. You gonna see how that shit feel. When you gotta sell shit just to make it ends meet. Y'all gonna see how that shit feel. See, I think about that. I thought about that even when I was working there years ago. While I was there. See, I think about stuff sometimes that a lot of motherfuckers don't think about while they doing their little bullshit. While they sitting there snitching, lying, setting up traps for people. Yeah, I know how some of y'all get down. Don't think I don't see y'all. See, y'all don't think I was so busy working that I don't see y'all motherfuckers. I see you. I know who's before me before y'all get to me. I see you. Setting little traps for certain people because you don't like them. Or you feel like they speaking up too much. Or they speaking, the ones that speak up very little, you don't fuck with them just yet. But if they start speaking as people that you don't like, or a certain particular crowd that you don't like, you start nitpicking, fucking with them. If you can't use them, you start fucking with them. You start going to the supervisor, snitching, telling, oh, they came in a minute late. Oh, they was in the bathroom for like 5 extra minutes. You know, doing little snitching shit. Or sometimes they'll lie on you. And the dumbasses will believe them over here. Or sometimes if the supervisor's in it, they try to make you do fucking work while everybody else sitting hovering in the crowd talking for like an hour and shit. But because me and a particular person is talking and we working and busting our ass and cleaning up, you want to come fuck with us, telling us to get to work. I'm like, well, what about everybody else? Don't worry about everybody else. See, this is the type of shit I don't fucking like about that company. You preach about teamwork. Okay? You preach about how everybody a motherfucking family. But then when unfairness comes, when you fucking cause division with these fucked up policies, quote unquote, for certain people, or you put certain responsibilities on certain folks while other people sitting around chilling and talking and shit and sitting in the booth running their motherfucking mouth for an hour while everybody busting their fucking ass, then we would be like, whoa, why they not working? We're supposed to be a team. Then you fucking want to throw in my face and say it's none of my fucking business. Don't worry about what they do. Just call it like it is. You don't like certain motherfucking people. So here's what I'm going to do. Here's my favorites. I'm going to let my favorites have their little perks. And the motherfuckers I don't like, I'm going to work them like slaves. Because I don't fucking like them. Call it like it is. Be real about it. Don't hide behind some bullshit policies. Or hide behind, well, I'm the supervisor, so you gotta listen to me. No, it don't work that way. That shit don't even work for with the president, because there's certain things he gotta go through Congress to do. He's even overriding that shit though now. He's even overriding Congress. You feel what I'm saying? But yeah, it don't work like that with me, because if something's out of order, I got questions. I'm like this: why I gotta do this, but so don't gotta do it, and they can run their fucking mouth all the time. And then when the meetings come, people are afraid to speak up, because a lot of times nothing isn't done. Everything is surface. The meetings come, then you got people that actually got real concerns. I ain't talking about you motherfuckers that just speak to show off. I ain't talking about y'all, because I see y'all too, and I can point y'all out. I ain't talking about y'all motherfuckers. Y'all X'd out. They like to show off, telling some people ain't speaking up. I'm talking about the real people like myself that got real motherfucking concerns. They ain't trying to showboat. They ain't trying to show off. They ain't pulling out fucking speeches and shit, trying to make themselves look good in front of everybody. I ain't talking about you. Soon as the real motherfuckers speak up, yeah, it's a problem. Y'all act good for a minute, and then the bullshit start all over again, and it's even worse. And yet, better yet, nothing is done again. For example, the situation when my former employees decides, I don't like how, let's say me, I don't like how she fucking scanning 15,000 pieces a night and I'm only scanning 1,200. I know what I do. Somebody got a bright idea to start hiding scanners. The good scanners. So I could be stiff with the fucking fucked up ones that only work for 2 minutes. You feel what I'm saying? So they can get their little scans up. So they can get all the perks and awards and shit like that. See, y'all think I don't know y'all fucking playing? Or why y'all do what you do. I've been there longer than y'all. I've been in this game way longer than you. I see you before you even come to me. I see the bullshit game. Then I present the problem to the management. Management, you know what he had the nerve to tell me? There's nothing he could do about it. He's the manager. Okay? He got a relative that's a top manager. One of the top executive managers there. But this motherfucker tell me there's nothing he could do about it. But then the same motherfucking people who hiding shit, hiding equipment, leaving early, coming in whenever they feel like it, leaving early, and then we gotta clean up their motherfucking mess so they go on their second jobs. Yeah. And I said something about that too. He didn't like it, but I ain't give a shit. That's what you get for trying to threaten somebody. The same motherfucking people get the employee of the month. They get the Bravo Zulu with the extra $100. And we don't get shit. You feel what I'm saying? But you call this a family. You call it a family. I never called y'all my family. People used to run that bullshit with me. What's the problem? You could tell me we family. I said, you not my family. So don't run that shit on me. You ain't even close to being my family. And it pisses me off. It really do. Because this season now, things are slow, so they gonna try to start Xing certain people out. I know how y'all fucking get down there. I ain't worked there as long as I have for nothing. That's one thing I gained from out of there. I gained how your true operation works. That's one thing I did learn. How y'all really work behind the scenes. Yeah. And it ain't even about the hard workers there. It ain't even about that. It's about who you know. It's about who kissed the most ass. Who mouth smells mostly like shit from all the ass kissing. Then you got some of the women there giving up the pussy for privileges. Yeah. Don't make me point you out. I know who you are too. And it fucking pisses me off when you know you got a couple that work for your company that you claim we family and shit. And you know we got kids and family to take care of. We got obligations. You know this fucking shit. And you still try to cause division, cause problems, cause obstacles, cause other employees to act out, to make things difficult. When we come to work, you're supposed to have a peace of mind when you at work, because you already going through so much shit. I was already going through a lot of shit working in that company. I have a crackhead brother that I fucking had to deal with. I had to deal with the death of my father. It was so much shit that was going on in my life. And I still came in there and I still kept it professional. And I kept my personal away from what I had to do as far as performing, my work duties. Because that's what I am and that's what I was taught to do. To be business minded, to keep things professional. Despite of what you thought about me, or she just doing this and that, she doing one of them low level jobs. But I was the best damn worker there. I made a lot of you motherfucking y'all money, especially you managers. You know who you are. I know y'all used to get bonuses for people that used to scan or push out the more freight on time. From what I understand, those managers used to get bonuses like every couple of months for that. And I helped contribute to that, but you gave me no motherfucking recognition but a pat on the motherfucking back. That's all you gave me? Are you for real? Then you wonder why you going through what you going through now. I don't feel no sympathy for you. You feel nothing for me. And it hurts my heart. And these people have families on their own. Most of them have marriages. They may not be good marriages, but they know what it's like to be married. But because it's me and him, it's a problem. Because it's me and him. I mean, you need to really sit back and reevaluate your motherfucking life and think, what is the real problem I have against these two? They're a couple in love. They have to be co-workers. They met here, they in love. They do their job, they don't bother nobody. What fucking problem do you have against us? I dare you to answer that. The one that know us. Tell us the one that know us. What's the real problem? What's your real beef? And guess what? If you can't answer that question, guess what? This spirit's influencing you. If you don't know why you doing the evil shit that you're doing, there's other forces that's influencing you to do it, what you do. Think about that. There's other demonic forces in operation that's influence you to target certain people and you don't know why. Anytime you dislike or hate someone with a passion and you don't know why, or you saying certain things to this person that's hateful, that's not so nice, and you don't know why, note that there's demonic spirits in operation in you. Then you're going to have people, ain't no spirit overtaking me. You don't think a spirit can overtake your mind and put a plan of thought in your mind? It don't got to be like The Exorcist. But all it takes is one seed of thought. Or something, even something you hear or see on the TV. That's all it takes. And you feel some type of way. You see a happy couple and you feel some type of way because you think about that nigga that won't beat your ass for 5 years. And you thinking, how the fuck somebody like her end up with happy? Then you start doing things. You start saying things at first. Then you start finding yourself doing things that you normally don't do. Think about that. Think about that. And it's funny how, since we're such a family and all, it's funny how the same ones that threaten me, the same ones that threaten my husband, the same ones that slander us, claim my husband threatened this person and wanted to start a fight with that one and did this and that. It's funny how those the same motherfucking people, them selected few people, are the same ones that congratulated us for our wedding after we got married. Them the same ones that came up to us and congratulated us and wished us well. Yeah. Well, that's all I have to say for right now. You know, this is my little rant. I'm feeling some type of way right now. I could do that because it's my channel. So, I'm out.